Alright, so it's Sunday night. I'm about to publish this once I get this video up. We're going into week 6, which I'm just covering EMT and paramedics and the Health Information Technology program, which we kind of already addressed a lot of that in chapter 6 when we started the course. Okay, so for content, I have 2 talks, one by Jana Richardson, who is our paramedic, one of our main paramedic faculty at Bakersfield College, and then I have Crystal Rodriguez, who is a faculty member in the HIT program. So they both did a talk with one of my courses, and I'm using it to show you guys. So you'll learn more about those programs we have here at BC. Also, we're going to do a Staying Mentally Strong assignment, which is basically, well, I'll go over it, but it's going to help you learn techniques for maintaining positive mental health. And we're also going to do a discussion post where we think about integrity in the nursing profession and kind of this case that happened where the nurse accidentally killed someone. So we'll address that in the discussion. Okay, the readings are here. I have PowerPoint slides on EMT and paramedics from your book, and chapter PowerPoint slides from the health information personnel, basically technicians, the managers, the administrator, everything. So if you really want to see how high you can go in HIT, you can open this PowerPoint and look at it. Alright, so here's the 3 assignments to get done this week. First one's going to be the discussion 5. So this is kind of a controversial topic. Redonda Vaught, oh, I think I spelled her name wrong. I'll go change it. She was convicted of gross neglect. You can read about the case. Some of them called it negligent homicide. This was last year. They found her guilty, so you can read about what happened. They have actually, she's not doing time anymore, so the family of the person that died didn't want her to do time. So you can read up on the case, and then form your opinion and state whether you agree or disagree with how she was charged. Do you think this is dangerous to start prosecuting nurses for, killing patients when it was just a mistake? Or do you think this is neglect and it should be punished with jail time? So this was pretty controversial. So just want to see what you guys think about it. You can add some citations if you want to kind of back up what you're saying. It's okay to believe either way. I'm just curious to what you think. It should be 150 words. And then kind of respond to some other peers, at least 2 other peers, but do it respectively. Building upon what they're saying, stuff like that. Okay, so you'll just hit reply after you read about her case and tell me what you think. So that should get some stuff going. And that's your last discussion. Yeah. Now for staying mentally strong, you're going to learn, if you listen to Jana's talk about being a paramedic, that a lot of these first responders have post-traumatic stress disorder, which is basically, from seeing a lot of trauma. And some of them have to avoid streets and where certain accidents happened and all these things. So I thought it would be smart to just kind of build upon, some healthy techniques and healthy tools to help us just get through life and kind of manage reactions and build positive relationships. So just pick 2 of these workshops. So you could do, there's 2 here on problem solving and children problem busters. Let me check out that one. So what you're going to do is you can download it, and I think these are all PDFs, so you can't actually write on them because you guys probably don't have that feature. But just answer in like a Word document. So is there something getting in the way of what you need or want to do? Try working through these steps with your counselor. Okay, obviously you don't have a counselor, but so you would write about what's the problem. And then this is just helpful whenever you have a problem. Is it happening to me? Is it happening between me and someone else? Is it happening to someone else, right? Is it happening between 2 or more other people? So it helps you kind of see like the context of the problem. In other words, can you even control like part of what's going on, right? Set your goal. What do you need or want? And then brainstorm what are some things you could do to meet this goal. So try to come up with that 5 or 10 ideas. And then choose the best solution that might work for you. Okay? And then put it into action. So, you don't have to get super personal here, but like these are helpful. These are just things you could use for daily living, situations we all go through. We're human and we get upset and we get stressed out. Some of these are a little easier, like positive activities. So some of them you're just going to look at some positive activities, okay, and then choose any of them and kind of like say which 2 are your top ones. So really easy assignment, okay? That's a really easy one. Helpful thinking worksheet. So just pick 2. Just pick 2 that you're going to do. Write out your answers and just send them to me, okay? Yeah, so we all have unhelpful thoughts that come up. What are the thoughts? What are the feelings? Ask yourself, what would be more helpful? New ones to be having, new feelings. So this is healthy, right? Okay, sometimes our brain is not that nice to us and has us thinking unhelpful things. So just pick 2 of those worksheets, turn them in. You get 15 points per worksheet. This is a setback one, preventing setbacks, okay? So it says some things like increase self-care, right? Don't be too hard on yourself, right? So just really, this is about staying mentally strong. In other words, having techniques and things to help us kind of work through when we get stuck. And then your quiz this week will be on last week's topics, which were public health, rad tech, and nursing. Okay? So as you go through the week, this is Jana's talk on her being a paramedic, okay? And then over here on the right is her describing in like 8 minutes. And so the first video, I think, is only 18 minutes, where Jana talks about kind of her journey to be a paramedic. And then the video over here, she speaks for about 8 minutes on the right about the actual paramedic program at Bakersfield College. So watch those. If you're interested in either program, just click on them. So there's the EMT. Jana talks about that over here on the left, the EMT. And then the paramedic is the one she talks about on the right. And then I have Crystal Rodriguez. I call her C-Rod, so she lets me call her that. So in the video, you'll hear me say that. Here is the HIT program at Bakersfield College if you want to learn more about it. And I put up a PowerPoint from your book. Okay, and that will be it for this week. So next Sunday, February 26th, you're going to have this discussion due on Redonda Vaught. So I will change her name so it says that, Redonda Vaught. You'll have the Staying Mentally Strong, so 2 worksheets there, and you will have a little quizzy poo. Okay? All right. I hope you're having a great 3-day weekend, and if you need any help or assistance, feel free to contact me. All right. Take care. Bye-bye.